Ladies and gentlemen, friends, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something right up front. Integrity isn't just a word you read in a dictionary. It isn't just a principle you memorize in school. Integrity is who you are when no one is watching. It's the whisper of your conscience in the quiet of the night. It's the foundation on which every strong life is built. You can't buy it, you can't fake it, and you can't rent it. Either you live it or you don't. Now, I've got to confess something to you. Years ago, when I was a struggling salesman, I thought success was about closing deals, getting the numbers up, and driving home with a big commission check. I thought if I could just get people to say yes, I was winning. But one day, after a particularly tough meeting, I walked out feeling uneasy. I had technically told the truth, but I hadn't told the whole truth. I left out some details because I wanted that signature. You know what? I got the signature, I got the commission. But when I got home and looked in the mirror, I didn't like the man staring back at me. That was the day I learned something. Without integrity, success is nothing more than a hollow victory. See, success without integrity is like a balloon without air. It looks shiny for a moment, but it collapses quickly. People may applaud you for a while, but in the end, you'll be standing in an empty room wondering why your relationships are shallow and your victories short-lived. That's because integrity is the glue that holds everything else together. Now let's break this down into something simple. I want you to imagine your life as a house. Some of you have a beautiful house, painted walls, nice furniture, maybe even a shiny car in the driveway. But let me ask you, what's under that house? What's the foundation? If the foundation is cracked, if the foundation is weak, eventually that house is going to collapse no matter how good it looks on the outside. Integrity is that foundation. It's the part people can't always see, but it's what determines whether your life will stand when storms come. And make no mistake, storms will come. Life is not a sunny afternoon picnic every day. You're going to face temptation, disappointment, betrayal, setbacks, and frustration. And in those moments, integrity is what will carry you through. When you make a commitment and keep it, even when it costs you. When you tell the truth, even when a lie would be more convenient. When you treat people fairly, even if no one's keeping score. That's when integrity shines. Let me tell you a story I heard years ago. A construction foreman was about to retire. His boss asked him to build just one more house before he hung up his tool belt. The foreman agreed, but he was tired and ready to be done. So he cut corners. He used cheaper materials. He didn't measure as carefully. He rushed through the job. The house looked fine on the outside, but it was poorly built. When he finished, the boss handed him the keys and said, "This house is my gift to you for your years of service." Can you imagine? The foreman had built his own home, one he would have to live in, with shortcuts and dishonesty. My friends, that's exactly what happens when we live without integrity. We are building the house we'll live in tomorrow with the choices we make today. Now here's the good news. Integrity pays compound interest. Every honest word, every kept promise, every fair decision, it adds up. Slowly, quietly, day after day, it builds trust. And trust is the currency of real success. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose a job and get another. But once you lose trust, it's harder to rebuild. So guard your integrity like treasure, because it is treasure. Here's the kicker. People with integrity may not always be the richest or the most famous, but they sleep better at night, they walk taller in the day, and they leave a legacy that no amount of money can buy. You want to give your kids something better than a big bank account? Give them an example of integrity. Show them what it looks like to tell the truth, to keep your word, to admit when you're wrong, and to treat others with respect. And let me tell you something funny. You don't have to be perfect to have integrity. Nobody is. Lord knows I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. We all stumble. But integrity is not about never falling. It's about getting back up, owning what you did, apologizing if you need to, and making it right. Integrity is not about perfection. It's about direction. Which way are you facing? Where are you heading? I'll never forget. I once spoke at a small church down south, and after the service, a farmer came up to me. He had rough hands and kind eyes, and he said, "Mr. Ziglar, I ain't got much in this world, but I sleep good every night because I don't owe no man a lie." I'll tell you, that hit me hard. That farmer was richer than most millionaires I've ever met. Because wealth isn't measured by what you have in the bank, but by the peace you carry in your heart. And that peace is the fruit of integrity. Now, some of you may be thinking, "Zig, it's tough out there. Everybody's cutting corners. Everybody's exaggerating. If I tell the whole truth, I'll lose deals. If I don't play the game, I'll get left behind." Let me tell you, that's a lie straight from the pit. The truth is, integrity might cost you in the short run, but it will always pay you in the long run. Because people may be fooled once, maybe even twice, but eventually, they'll see your character. And when they do, you'll have something no competition can touch: trust. Remember this: if you have integrity, nothing else matters. And if you don't have integrity, nothing else matters. Living with integrity is not just about business, it's about every part of life. Integrity is how you treat the waiter when nobody's watching. Integrity is how you handle the temptation to cheat on a test or pad your expense report. Integrity is saying no to shortcuts that would compromise your values. Integrity is refusing to gossip about your coworkers. Integrity is returning the wallet you found on the street, even when no one would know if you didn't. It's in the little choices that the big character is built. And let me be clear, integrity doesn't mean life gets easier. It doesn't mean you'll always get applause. Sometimes integrity is lonely. Sometimes integrity is costly. But it always leads to a life you can be proud of. So how do we start? Well, it begins with one decision at a time. When you're faced with a choice, ask yourself, if this were printed on the front page of the newspaper tomorrow, would I be proud of it? If my children saw me do this, would I want them to follow my example? If God Himself were watching, and He is, would I feel ashamed or confident? Those questions will guide you toward integrity. And here's the beautiful part. Once you commit to living with integrity, people notice. They may not say it out loud, but they feel it. They trust you. They respect you. They're drawn to you. Because integrity is magnetic. In a world full of dishonesty, it shines like a lighthouse. So tonight, my challenge to you is this: build your house with strong beams of honesty, with walls of loyalty, and with a roof of faithfulness. Don't cut corners. Don't cheat yourself out of the life you deserve. Stand tall. Walk straight. Live clean. Because at the end of the day, the only person you cannot escape is yourself. And when you live with integrity, you can look that person in the mirror and smile. And when your time on earth is done, and friends, none of us are staying here forever, let it be said of you, here lies a man, here lies a woman, who lived with integrity. That's a legacy worth leaving. So I'll leave you with this. Money is nice, success is sweet, applause feels good, but nothing compares to the quiet confidence of a life lived with integrity. So live with it, breathe with it, walk with it. And one day, you'll discover that integrity didn't just make your life better, it made your life meaningful. Thank you, God bless you, and remember, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. Just make sure you do it with integrity.